Guys, it's Julia again. So today I'm going to be cooking bean stew. Have any request of any food that you want me to make, and if I know how to make it, I'm going to cook it for you. So just write it down below the comment and I will cook it for you next time. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using today. I'm using 1 kilo black eyed beans, 3 large onions, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, 1 small chopped tomato, but that's optional. You can use fresh tomatoes. I don't have fresh tomato, that's the reason why I'm using chopped tomatoes. And I'm using 3 cubes of Maggi. You can use any Maggi that you have. This is what I have at home. So you can use beef stock, you can use chicken stock, you can use whatever you have. So it's optional, you don't have to use the same one I'm using. And I'm also going to be using 3 Scotch bonnet pepper. You can use any pepper as well, it's optional. Oil, you can use vegetable oil, you can use sunflower oil, so it's optional. Any oil that you have you can use, even coconut oil if you want, you can use it. So it's optional, you don't have to use the exact thing I'm using. And I'm also going to be using 1 kilo of lamb neck. You can use any meat you want, so it's optional, you don't have to use the meat as well. You can use fish as well if you want, or you can take the fish out and the meat out and then just do it vegetarian way. So it's optional, you don't do it exactly the way I'm cooking it. So these are the guys. So now I've transferred the beans into the pot and then I've added water into it. Make sure the pot is full with water, then add a little bit of salt, leave it there to cook. Make sure after 45 minutes take one with your hands or try to bite and just see if it's cooked properly. After you finish putting the water inside and the salt, just take the lid and just cover it. Normally put it on 6, so yeah, just leave it there to cook for 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then I take it out. So the beans has been cooking for the past 30 minutes, so now I'm just going to open it out how it looks. It's been flowing all over the place, so make sure you reduce the heat. Now I'm just going to open it and stir it. Just stir it so it's nearly done. So now what you have to do, just leave it 15 minutes. I'm just going to leave it for 15 minutes for it to cook. Then I'm going to take it out and rinse it. I put the lid on. I'm going to leave it for 15 minutes to cook. It's been 45 minutes now since I've been cooking the beans, and now it's ready. So now I'm just going to take it off the heat, wash it, get rid of the water, put it aside. So that's it, guys. So now I've rinsed the beans and I'm just going to leave it there to drain out. So I'm going to boil the meat now. In a large pot, just add 1 liter water and season the meat. I've already seasoned the meat with all-purpose seasoning. So you can use any seasoning you want, but I'm using all-purpose seasoning. So now I'm going to cook the meat. I've already washed it and seasoned it. I use all-purpose seasoning to season it. You can use any seasoning you want, anyone that you like cooking with. So yeah, I only use all-purpose seasoning. So now I'm just going to put it in the pot. This is the pot I'm going to be using to cook the meat. So now I've put 1 liter water into the pot. So I'm just going to pour all the meat out inside there and leave it to cook for half an hour, because I like my meat to be really tender. So yeah, so you can just pour it inside. Just take your time while pouring it. Oh, see the water just splashing it. Just stir it, keep stirring it until everything is nicely. So that's it. So now I'm gonna cover it. I've covered it, so I'm gonna leave it there for 30 minutes, but just keep an eye on it because sometimes it overflows. So now that my meat is cooking, I've chopped 2 large onions separate and then one into the blender with the pepper. For the chopped tomato like that. Also forgot to tell you guys you needed to use tomato puree. So 1 tablespoon of tomato puree. The beef has been cooking for the past half an hour. So now I'm just gonna take it out and put it aside. Make sure you don't throw the beef stock, we're going to reuse it later. So just put it aside, and then the next step, remove the meat and put it aside. Now I'm going to be using a bigger pot to cook the beans because the beans is a lot. So now I'm going to be adding 1.5 cup of olive oil. You can put less oil if you want, but I'm using more because I'm frying the meat. But you don't have to fry the meat, you can just put it in like that, but I prefer to fry. So yes, I'm going to add the oil now. I know how much oil I need, so I can just tell by just looking at it. So yeah, that's it. I don't need to put more. I've been frying the meat for the past 5 minutes and it's brown. So now I'm just going to be removing the meat, onion. So I'm just going to remove it. So now I've taken out the meat, and this is the stage. If you're vegetarian, you don't need to fry the meat. All you need to do, you just need to pour the oil up, then you just put the onion. That's it. But because I'm using meat, so I'm going to be using the meat first. I'm going to caramelize it. Like, I just like my meat to be brown, and then afterwards I remove it, then add the onion. And if you don't want, if you're like on a diet and you want something healthier, you just have to like just boil them now. So now I'm just going to pour the onion. So this is the onion. I'm going to pour it in the oil that I was frying the meat, and then just stir it. Keep stirring it until it's caramelized. So I'm going to stir it until it's caramelized. I'm going to leave, guys. The onion has been caramelizing for the past 10 minutes because I really like my onion to be brown and really caramelized. I don't like it, like, I don't like when I'm eating I see the onion. I like it really well cooked. But if you like to see your onion while you're eating it, you can just do it for 5 minutes. So now I'm going to be adding the 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. So this is the next stage. Just add the tomato puree, stir it again until it disappears. So now that's it, 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Okay guys, this is how it look after you stir it. So now I'm going to be adding my chopped onion and pepper. Using 500 mils. If you want, you can use half of that, but I'm not using, that's enough. You can use like pepper if you want, but it's optional, you don't have to. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. It's optional. Then I'm going to be adding white pepper. It's optional as well. And then stir it again, and add the beans. So that's the meat. So I'm just going to mix it. I'm going to stir it. So this is how it looks. Just cover it and then leave it for another 10 minutes, and then I'll show you, and then leave it for another 10 minutes. How it look after 10 minutes. So I added the meat, and I add the meat and a little bit of salt. So now I'm adding the beans. All you need to do if you're vegetarian, don't add no meat, just add the beans straight away. Now what you have to do, if you want the stew to be a bit thicker, take beans and then put in the blender, then blend it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So now I'm just going to pour the beans. So pour all the beans. That's it. To cook for another 10 minutes. That's it. Okay guys, it's been 10 minutes since I add the beans. So now I blend like 2 handfuls of beans just to thicken it up. So I'm just going to stir it so it gets thick for 5 minutes, and that's it. I'm done. So just mix really thick. So that's the way you can do it if you want it thick. So just 2 handfuls, put it in the blender, and just leave it to cook for another 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes guys, it's finished. You can serve it with plantain or sweet potato, or you can serve it with bread, you can serve it with rice. So it depends what you want. You can even eat it just like that. So yes, it's finished. How I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna have it with rice. Okay, so guys, it's been 10 minutes since I've left it on. So now this is the final. I'm just gonna, this is how it's supposed to be looking. But if you don't want like a lot of liquid, just put less water. But I like it like this, so because I'm having it with rice. So this is it. Now I'm just, this is the final look. So I'm just going to take it off now and serve it with rice. If you guys really like this video, please subscribe on my channel for any other food you want me to cook. And thank you for watching. Guys, this is how I'm going to be serving it at the end. So I finished cooking it and I've served it. You can serve it with some salad because I'm trying to be healthy. So this is how I served it.